Good evening. Hello, everybody. It's finally a day that I could do this. Oh my goodness, what a week I've had. It's been crazy. If you don't know me, my name is Michelle, and I'm a mom of 13 amazing kids. I have 9 boys, 3 girls, 4 girls now because I just had a baby a little over a month ago. So I have the 4 girls. And then on top of it, we've had the announcement that we've thought all along that she does have Down syndrome, which also means that in the 40 to 50 percentile of Down syndrome babies, they have heart defects, and she has a congenital heart defect consisting of a large ASD and a large VSD, ventricular septal defect and atrial septal defect. If you don't know about those, there's lots of videos you can watch on it, and it's insane that this poor thing is going to have to go through surgery, and we're not sure when, but the doctors have informed us that it could be as early as 3 months, and that's got me freaking out. But at the same time, it's good because it'll be over and done with, right? And that means she's healthy and doing good because they can't believe how good she's doing. And then she could bypass the Lasix and be able to just not even have to do the medication and just go straight to surgery and be done with it. So that's what we're hoping for, is that we can get this show on the road in a timely fashion, if that's what's best for Millie, because that'll give her less heart damage and less lung damage. And that's what we're really rooting for, is less damage the sooner it happens. So good to see everybody. I'm glad you're here. This evening I have this beautiful, let's see, it's called Cherry Blossom, and it's a Japanese tea set. It's a nice little matching. It has the gold leaf edge on the plate as well as the cup, and it also has the little bud on the inside, which you can start to see, so that's really fun. But I have missed you all so, and I just had to get back on here, and I'll tell you what my idea is so that we can keep this going. I'll tell you what my idea is so we can keep this going. Let me you know, I remembered everything else, and I was a little bit late for that, and I apologize. And then now I just see that I'm needing to charge my phone. See if I can do it without looking. I doubt it. There we go. It's charging now. Okay, we're good to go. So let's see who's here saying hello to me. I'm so happy to see you. Let me get this on live chat. And I will say hello to Marie and Gretchen. How are you? Good evening. And Stevie C's here. Hi. Misty Almond is here. Hello. Robin Holiday is here. Hello. And Carnegie Erin. I believe that's CK. Oh, that's why it says CK. There you go. Such a mixed blessing. So happy she's well enough for surgery, but afraid that that's coming sooner. Exactly. We'll know more when we have her next appointment, and we'll see if they'll prepare us, and we'll know a few weeks in advance, but I don't know if that's enough time. We'll see. So tonight I'm drinking a double mother's milk thing. I've got the one that everybody suggested, plus the mother's milk from Traditional Medicinals, and we'll see how it tastes. I'm about ready to take that to taste right now. It's not too bad. It tastes like it needs some clove or something in it that would just help get rid of that bite, because it's kind of bitter. But whatever, that's how tea is, right? Sometimes they're not that yummy. Are y'all having anything to drink? Did you do a good job taking care of yourself? Did you find some time for yourself this week? Did you do some self-care? You know, did you remember to take a bath a few times this week, or at least a shower? Did you put your makeup on a few days? Did you at least get some lips put on and maybe some mascara? Did you change your shirt every day? Hopefully your undergarments a few times. And you know, it's fun because I even had a chance to paint my nails, but not until today. So don't think I was doing great, but it's kind of fun. I painted my toes too. My daughter, oh yes, you got a shower in, Marie. I'm so happy. But it's crazy how those basic needs, especially when you have children or a busy life, you just sometimes don't get those basic things taken care of, and it's really important that we do. And I just say, it's like my shirt says, that's mom life for you, right? Makeup yesterday, cleaning today. Yeah, you don't need to be as cute cleaning, but I always like to put a little bit of lipstick on when I'm cleaning and a little bit of mascara. Today I kind of consider a cleaning day, but you realize I only have eyebrows on, lips, lips on and mascara on. I didn't do any eyeshadow or any eyeliner. And I just did a little bit of pink on my cheeks today just so I would look like I had a face on. But just those 4 things, you know. Quick eyebrows, because mine are blonde, you wouldn't be able to see them, and I just look like a continuous face. Just quick eyebrows, quick mascara, quick blush, quick lips, and it looks great. You know, we can fake it pretty good, right? Run a brush through your hair. I just threw a pony in the back today, just let it hang, you know, whatever. It's just easy that way. And you know, I'm just taking it easy. I'm really trying to take care of myself and make sure I take care of my baby. And the better I take care of me, the better I take care of her. And boy, I'll tell you what, this pumping thing is exhausting. Oh my gosh. It's wiping me out, but I finally am getting better at eating regularly and eating more calories. I learned that she needed more calories and that I needed more calories. So, and she needs a scheduled eating, you know, a scheduled eating pattern, and I need a scheduled eating pattern because I can't make milk unless I do. So all these little routines I've just been tacking on to the other routines I had, and it's really working out finally. We'll see how I continue to go. Oh, you're so sweet, Marie. Yeah, and I know I've had a rough few days, the last few days, and I ended up finally just making up my mind that today was going to be the day we were going to get the kitchen back in order. I mean, we're all washing a few dishes here and there, but the whole kitchen hasn't been clean. You know how, like, if you leave a few things on the surface, clutter, if you don't wipe the counters off just right. I mean, we always wipe the bar off. We always wipe the table off. But if the L counter by my sink isn't cleared and washed, the kitchen just seems messy. And that little tiny counter that's next to the fridge, it just feels messy and not clean. So I just said, that's it. Today we're going to do it. So I started off by clearing the counters and then wiping out the sink. I had to scrub down the sink, mind you. I just take Dawn dish soap, squirt it all around, and get a soapy rag, get everything wet, and I take my silver scrubby and start scrubbing all the chrome and the granite. And then I rinse it with the rag and paper towels and dry it off with a towel. And then I fill up the sink with hot soapy water and I get the first kid's load of dishes ready. Because sometimes, you know, if the sink is full of dirty dishes, who wants to wash those, right? So then I have the kids, you know, I cleaned it out for them. And I had, you know, got my son, my daughter's first. She just has the cups. And then I have my son who has the knives and the utensils, do his. Then I have my son who does the plates and the cups. You know, I put them in so that theirs are soaking, and that way if the water's yucky, I can start it over. They get hot soapy water, because that just makes it better anyway. And the TV's going in the background. We had conference play, and I kind of put a link on it today, because our church, twice a year, we don't actually go to a physical building for church. We could stay home and watch it on our own television, and the church headquarters, the church administration will just put on conference, and then we'll just teach all of us at one time all around the world, and it's fantastic. And the Mormon Tabernacle Choir sings, and it's so great. And anytime you go on there, you can go on Sundays, and they have the Mormon Tabernacle Choir singing, and they just sing phenomenal. And most of the songs you'll recognize. A few of them once in a while were, you know, they're songs that LDS writers have done, but still they're all beautiful, and they're all about Christ and love at home and things like this. So, and being a child of God, and it's just wonderful. So I invite you to click on that at any time, just so you can watch some beautiful music playing, because the sounds of the Spirit can renew your spirit on Sunday, and that's really beautiful. Yeah, and you get to watch it for free. It's so cool. I love that. Hi, Fly Lady Cat. And then hi, Honey Bun, and Angie Lucas made it. Hi, Angie. So after I got all that done, I just did like Flighty Cat, and I made that plan yesterday. I knew today we were going to get it back in order, and guess what? It's in order now, and I'm so excited, and I just finished making dinner. And you know, it's kind of crazy because this weekend my son had homecoming, and he got his driver's license, and he waited for 5 days in a row. At 3:30 in the morning, he would go down there, and if there was 12 people in line, the first day he did that, and he was like number 14, and he was never able to get in to do the driving test because he's on a standby list. And then every day he went at 3:30 in the morning. And finally on Saturday morning, there was only 4 people ahead of him in line, and they were a family sharing a car. They're from Brazil. So he was able to be the second one to when somebody didn't show up for their appointment, to take the appointment. And he really wanted to get that driver's license because he wanted to be able to drive for prom, not homecoming, it's prom. And if you're on my Facebook or my Instagram, you can see those pictures. I was gonna post one tonight, but I didn't. I ended up doing a picture of Millie because she always wins. But he was able to go to prom, and he had a beautiful date, and I just appreciated her wearing such a modest dress, and they had such a great time. He took her to a what do you call it? I know, that's what I said. Serious determination at 3:30 a.m. He actually tried the one day going at 4:30, and it was too late. That was when he got there, and there was 12 people ahead of him, and was 14 in line and waited all day for nothing. He's like, I'm going to go earlier. But he got his driver's license, so that's what mattered, and he was able to drive, and he was so proud of himself, and he took her to lunch, and he took her to the recreation park, and they rode go-karts and played some games, and then they went home and got ready for the dance and their suit and stuff, and they went to the Stratosphere. That's a hotel that we've got downtown. It's the tallest hotel here in Las Vegas. And if you go up top, they've got the clear deck where you can eat dinner, but then they also have these rides, right? They got this roller coaster that like goes over the edge of the Stratosphere clear up there, and they have the big shot, and it shoots you up. Oh my gosh, it's insane. I cannot believe he did it. And they rode all those rides, and then they did a little bit of dance, and they just had a really good time. So it was so fun. Hi, Eric. How are you? Oh, Amon, you made it. You did. You caught me live. That's so awesome. I'm just telling you all about these crazy things that have been going on the last few days. So it was just such a good time having him be able to do that, and I really was grateful that he's such a good kid, and I'm so glad, Eric. And I'm just glad that he's such a good guy, and that she was such a good girl, and that they had a great time, and we were able to help them make that successful. But because of it, I didn't have it budgeted quite right, so we kind of ran short this week on grocery money, and I just did the stuff that I always do, and I just looked around in my pantry, and I looked at my vegetable selection, and I looked at my meat selection, and I'll be danged if I'm only going to need $20 to catch up for the things that I don't have, and I'm going to probably use up a lot of the stuff I've had in my pantry that we've just needed to go through, but it's really, I've got some really good pictures of them, Kat. But it's going to really use up everything that was in my pantry and in my fridge and in my second freezer, which feels really good because my son, to pay me back for the money I was loaning him, he was asking for some side jobs. So we have 3 refrigerators, right? So I told him if he can wipe out those fridges really good, and if he can organize them for me, I will happily pay him the money that he needed for this date, right? And he did a fabulous job. But now they're almost empty, and I can just use up the rest of the stuff that's in them, and that way when we buy groceries next time, we'll be able to just fill up the fridges with good stuff and not whatever's lurking, you know, from before that needed to be cleaned out. Yes, exactly. You could probably use him right now, right, Kat? That's the thing. Find one of those. He's a type 4, so he's a perfectionist. So if you find one of those type 4s that are perfectionists, those are the ones to get to clean out your fridge, because they go above and beyond, and they do a superb job. And that he did, so I was really excited. And then my son, his wife went out of town, and she goes on a girls trip with her family once a year. So she left the 2 boys with my son, and he's been doing all these kind of projects at his house, but he had to work today, and he didn't have anywhere to take the babies, so they dropped him off here. So I've had my grandsons here all day, and boy, did I forget what little kids do. They're tornadoes. Oh my goodness, I thought my big kids were messy from 7 and up, but the one is 3 and the other one's 1. He'll be 2 later this year. But I'll tell you what, puzzles all over the floor, toys all over the floor, and all this stuff. And it wasn't until I reclaimed my house that I was able to get them to cooperate. Fly Lady Cat, I have been so busy, Eric. Fly Lady Cat taught me to reclaim your home, right? And to take charge. So my grandson was kind of throwing a fit, and he was kind of trying to run the show. And I just said, now, Now, Jace, this is Grandma's house. This isn't Sunshine's house. This isn't Daily Joy's house. This isn't Knight's house or Chantry's house or Raiden's house or Ripton's house. This is Grandma's house. And at Grandma's house, we don't do that. And at Grandma's house, we clean up. And at Grandma's house, we pick up after ourselves. And at Grandma's house, we don't go to the park on Sunday. We just stay at home. So he was like, huh? But guess what? He calmed down. And then he wasn't being all hyper and crazy and wild anymore. And he's just been great ever since. So it wasn't until it was like he was just running amok and just doing whatever he wanted without any supervision. And it wasn't until I took the reins back, and yes, being a firm but kind grandma like Fly Lady Cat always says, and that's what I remembered. I heard that in my head. And I just said, it's time. I've got to do it. And I claimed my kitchen, and I claimed my house, and had the kids pick up, and had my son do his chores, vacuuming, and the other son sweeping, and the boys taking out their trash, and bam, like that, it's all done. And that's the way it's got to be done to keep up on things. I mean, I had a day off. I was tired, but I'll tell you what, it pays to really take the bull by the horns and get things under control, because I feel so much better now. And now I can sit here with you and enjoy my cup of tea. Herbal tea, of course, because I'm nursing, and caffeine cuts down your supply, so you don't want to mess with that. You do your cattle, you do your cattle chores. You finally got them in. Oh my goodness, Eric, I don't miss doing animal chores at all. Millie will be doing that before you blink your eyes, right, Gretchen? Oh my gosh, they grow so fast. Luckily, she's just a sleeper right now. We're going to go see her in just a second. It feels good at the end of the day. And I actually am a member of Cat's Patreon, and one of the most problems I have is that I wait too long to clean up after dinner, and so I did it before I cooked dinner. I cleaned the kitchen. That way the after dinner cleanup would be easier, and it really helped. And just doing it earlier helps. So here we are at a decent hour, and I'll be able to get everybody ready for bed, because that's the only routine left since the kitchen's all clean. It was so easy, and I was so happy. Oh goodness, then you got to go plant the fields dry here in the Dakotas. I bet it is. That's like prairie land. I hope you have a great evening. Enjoy your tea. I'm in bed already. Our furniture was all moved out today, and you're sleeping at your sister's house exhausted. Kat, do you want to hang on just for 1 second? I'm going to do a peek of Millie. That's what I was just getting ready to do. So let's go say hello to her in case Kat wants to see her before she goes to sleep. Then she can have sweet Millie dreams, because this baby, oh my gosh, is adorable. Looky here. Oh, there she is. Could she be any more out? Oh my goodness, you won't believe the progress this little girl has made. So this baby, let me just tell you about her as I take her blanket off so you can see, because I already took her little pants off because it was getting a little warm in here. In Vegas, it's already getting like 90 degrees. But look at those little feetsies just curled up right there. I just think it's so cute, and you can almost see her little fat legs. You can almost see where they starting to get fat. And look, she tucks her hand right there, and then the other arm is tucked like that. And then you can kind of see her cheeks are getting fuller. And then she just sleeps so peacefully. I just love it. Isn't she just adorable? Guess what she did? She can flip over now. She turns herself over. If she is on her belly and doesn't want to be, she can turn herself over. I'm like, you are too young for that. You can't be doing that. But she does it anyway. But this is where her little nap time is. I know. And then also, I have this little, I'm going to show you. I have this little thing in here that she sits in. And today, yesterday, she totally started reaching for the toys and was hitting them. I'm like, how are you able to do that? My normal babies can't even do that this early. How are you able to do it? And she totally was. And she totally is. And it was actually 2 days ago. And then I had her do it again yesterday. And she still did it. So I'm like just dying. She's grown up so much, so fast. She's just smart, quick as a whip, and strong, and I'm so excited. Yes, Carrie, she's such a sweet baby. Yes, Susan. Thank you, Gretchen and Kat and everybody. Love yourself. Hello. It's good to see you. I know. Yeah, it'll be a while before you have a little one. How are you, Eric? How old are you? So yeah, it's just been such a blessing to watch her progress so fast and to just be so ambitious. So I'm really loving it. Okay, 21's okay. You don't need to have babies by 21, that's for sure. That's early yet. Sweet dreams, Miss Cat. Thanks for stopping by. It was good to have you. Yeah, so we've been really excited. She should be waking up here really quick. I've got milk already pumped for her and ready. I'm almost caught up to as much milk as she drinks. I'm not quite, but I'm really close. So I'm able to, you're not old. You're so funny. Bye, cat. Yeah, so I've finally been able to pump enough milk to be able to feed her. I only have to supplement once or twice a day, and that makes me really happy. And the supply I've got right now is from my daughter, and then they're working on finding some donors just to help me because I'm almost where I need to be. Every day I'm just getting a little bit more and a little bit more, but eventually I'll get plenty for her, I hope. I'll keep drinking my tea and taking my herbs, and that should work out. Your baby girl has just started walking this past week, Carrie says. She's 1 on Tuesday, and it's been the fastest year of your life, right, Carrie? Babies will do that for you. My goodness. Yeah, Miss Millie was a surprise for us, but we have just really enjoyed her spirit. She just is so sweet and so great that we just really enjoyed her. So that's what we got. But if you have any questions or comments, you're at my house. This is Kate. That's so funny that your thing is called Jace Taylor. Since when did you change it to Jace Taylor, Kate? She just got here, so I better not stay too long. Gotta go say hello to my this is his account that you're using. That's fine. Oh, yeah, because he gets on to watch Grandma, right? He watches me read stories and watches other things like Baby Shark. I might have missed this, but did you have milk issues with your other children? No, I didn't. Well, actually, my first 10 kids I never had milk issues with. The only ones I had a little bit of milk issues with was the twins. We suspect that's just because I went through the ringer with them, and then I was on Lovenox for a while, and then it only took about a month or two of supplementing before I could keep up with them, and then I started feeding them anything and everything they would take. That was at about six or 8 months that I started supplementing a little bit. Oh, you're an only child in your family. Okay, Eric. Oh, you're leaving. I'm so sorry. I want to say hello to you. I hope you had a good time. I told everybody you got to go on a girls' trip to Disneyland. Lucky. I'm so jealous. But yeah, so, hey, Kate, the boys ate. Jace ate a little pizza. We tried to get him to eat some stuffing, but he wasn't interested. And Odin had scrambled eggs and a little bit of ham and a little bit of stuffing. And then he also had a bottle, just so you know, okay? His formula is over by my stereo, by the pantry, and his bottle should be right by him. So we should be good to go. I actually have an outfit of Jace's upstairs. So, yeah. But I also have this second... You're making your grandma's lasagna recipe? No way, I never heard of that. Google. Lasagna sounds yummy. You got your own cup of tea. Yes, right on, Carrie. I'm so glad. So this is my second one. I already finished this one. You can see the rose. That's the proof, right? There's like a little tiny smidgen. Not anymore. And then I've got this one that's it's like the Upflow from Target. It's an Upflow brand. You could buy it on yeah, you're goofy. So So Upflow is a company that makes the mother's milk teas, and one's like a juicy thing, and one's a chocolate thing. So it ends up giving me a lot more nutrition and vitamins and things that help. But Target carries them, so it's kind of great. But yeah, do you have any other questions or comments? If not, I'm going to go. So let me know if you got anything that you'd like to know or hear about. We talked a little bit about the milking things. I've got a lot of great videos that are coming up. And what I would like to do is I want to start doing, I'm going to finish this week out and do a cup of tea with you every night because I'm almost out of teacups. Oh, it was nice to chat with you, Eric. I'm so sorry you weren't able to stay. You're going to go weightlift a little. Right on. So what I'm going to do is every night this week, I'm going to try to get on and do my cup of tea. And after a week, all through this week, whichever day I have the highest attendance pretty much is probably the day. But everybody can vote, and you can tell me what day you vote for. And I'll just take like a general consensus and try to make sure, would you rather have the Sunday night chat? But I'm going to just do the cup of tea with me one night a week. So, so think about it. What one night would you want? But I'll pop in with other stuff. It just won't be the cup of tea necessarily. That way I can come in the afternoon or the morning or the evening and just whatever works for me. And then, but I'll let you know. And then I will be able to post a lot more videos that way also. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Gretchen. I hope it does. So just tell me what you think and we'll go with that. But for now, I think that's where I'll leave it. I'm not seeing any questions coming in. Everybody got their tea, and I'm so glad about that. That's awesome. Exactly. You want them to watch his kid shows. So the milk issues I had with the twins was that that I, again, was not eating enough, and I was not drinking enough liquids, and my body was very challenged from rehabilitation. But the problem with this baby is the same thing: not eating enough, not drinking enough, and just trying to rehabilitate and wrap my head around everything. And then I was stressing out a lot about the baby and her health, and stress brings your milk supply back. So I'm really just relaxing and taking it easy to help bring it in, and it's really making a difference. So you're so busy, you should tell us what's good for you. You're so sweet. I don't know. I'll check this week and see. Probably a Tuesday night. Sunday night's usually good unless my kids are over here. So that would just mess that one up. And I would like it to be more consistent, but you never know. Pulmonary hemorrhage is serious business, right? That was not cool. I ended up getting a chocolate mustache. It's a chocolate flavor. It's fun. But yeah, I just like checking in with you, and I like letting you know what's going on. And it's nice because, you know, I just have a limited time away from my family, so it's kind of fun to be able to talk to somebody about what's going on because I'm dealing with kids all the time. I knew what you meant. Pulmonary embolism, not hemorrhage. I get it. Can I ask that you make some easy... I plan on it, Iman. I plan on it. Some easy and healthy recipes. Exactly. I plan on it. That's one of the series I plan on doing. Because it was wearing me out to try to do everything all the time for videos. You'll see in my earlier times on the videos. Okay, that sounds good, Jay. I'm going to call you Jace, Kate. Love you. I was going to do series, but I was going to do all these videos, but it was too much for me to do a cleaning video, a kid video, a baby video, a cooking video, all those at one time. So I think what I'm going to do instead is do like the series, because that worked really good, doing 30 days of my check-in for my vitamins, my diet when I got off of sugar, when I quit sugar for 30 days, which you'll want to check out if you haven't seen it, because it's kind of crazy how I was all over the place. And then I did my 9 months with the baby pregnancy, so that was kind of a fun series. And then I'll do that with some of my other things. So I think that you'll enjoy that a lot better. So that's where I'll end it. But with that, I think I'm going to say goodnight. Maybe I'll get to catch my daughter-in-law real quick and give her a hug before she takes off. And then it was just so good to be here. So good to see you. I wanted to check in with you. And I hope that these are still beneficial to you. Even when I'm just blabbing the whole time, you could tell I've been shut down for 4 days and not able to talk to anybody because I'm just blah, 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 blah. I'm 90 miles an hour with my hair on fire, right? But it's been good. I'm really relaxed today, but it is kind of warm outside, about 90 in Vegas. Whew, it's not even summer yet. So tomorrow I have an appointment with my midwife. It's my 6-week checkup. And Millie has her appointment next week, and the genetics papers should be getting there soon, and then we'll find out when her appointment is, and we have all those different things that we get to find out. And Miss Millie is now waking up, so that's perfect timing. Thank you very much, because I'm really struggling every day what I do. You feel boring every day. You know what I would suggest is, just real quick is pick a theme and do that for a few days. Like, I'll do Mexican week, but it's only like 3 or 4 days that I do it, and I'll cook a whole bunch of chicken and a whole bunch of hamburger, and I'll taco season it, and then I'll make burritos, tacos, enchiladas. I'll do chicken enchiladas and beef enchiladas. I'll do shredded beef for that. I'll cook a roast. And then that way I kind of just play off it. That way I can make a big batch of guacamole and a big batch of salsa, or at least provide all that stuff. And that way I can cut up all the lettuce and cut up all the, shred all the cheese. And that way I just have it all ready and I can use it every day. I don't have to worry about it going bad and wait until 2 weeks later when you are going to rotate it. I don't rotate meal plans. I do topics. So I'll do a Italian week, a Mexican week, a Asian week, an American food week, and a veggie week where I'm doing like soups. I might even do chicken soup that week. And soups and sandwiches. I'll just keep it real simple. That way it's easy to do. So that's one of my tips, and I will show you my menu and my meal plan when I do my series on what I do for cooking, because people keep asking me about grocery hauls and my meal plans and stuff, and it's just, it takes so much for me to just get it done, let alone videotape it. Good grief, I don't even think about it that way. It's just knock it out, get it done, and then get on the next thing. So I'm gonna try to slow down and do all that for you, and then we'll go from there. So take care. Have a great night. It was good to see you all. Thanks for chatting with me. Thanks for being here. It was good to see you. Take care. Bye-bye.